Well, this is another one I have no idea what to do with the name with. It's just the formation I liked. So let's just dive in and see what's going on. So this one is called the MOO GROB FBs No TMR. And the TMR meaning take more risks. So this is the description of this says based on the top tactic of this formation. I don't really know what that means, but it says take more risks from both the fullbacks. There is another one from this creator called the MOO GROB CM No DRBM, meaning remove the dribble more from the CMs. But again, based on the top tactic of this formation, I don't know what that means. So we're going to test it out with our three teams of Liverpool and Aston Villa in the Premier League and our championship side of Ipswich Town and see how it all works. But the creator did test it out with Man City, doing a respectable job. Only 94 points. I mean, for Man City, I'm kind of hoping for more, but they did get tops of the league. So we'll see what happens with our teams. But with that said, let's just dive into the Premier League and see how they did. Well, unfortunately, our two Premier League teams did not do as well as Man City did in their test. Liverpool in third, respectable, but 79 points, a little bit lower than usual. 115 goals is not bad, though. Aston Villa in fifth, 72 points lower than usual, 95 goals. Still, not bad. Domestic Cups for Liverpool. They get through the Carabao Cup semi-finals against Aston Villa. They get to the final, beating Tottenham 3-0. Now, they do get to the FA Cup fifth round and lose out in extra time against Man City. However, they do have a very nice run all the way to the Europa League final, 3-1 win over Atalanta. So competitions, yeah, you get Champions League next season, but still, third place, a little bit down in points. I would have hoped for a little bit better in the Premier League. Winners of the Europa League, winners of the Carabao Cup, not bad. FA Cup, yeah, let's forget about that one. Squad-wise, less than what we'd hoped, but they still have probably more than Aston Villa and Ipswich Town do. But 41 goals for Salah, holy cap, that's through the roof. 28 for Jota, Nunez with 26, assist 24 for Trent, 18 for Robertson, and then average rating Salah with a 7.46. Aston Villa's domestic cup run, unfortunately, we've already seen them out against Liverpool in the Carabao Cup semi-finals and out in the FA Cup fifth round, 0-1 to Manchester United. So overall, yeah, we've seen better, no question about it. Squad-wise, they have more green than usual, I guess, but still, I mean, it's kind of more on the average mark from these days. But 25 goals for both Diaby and Zaniolo, assists 17 for Matty Cash, 16 for Digne, and then average rating Digne with a 7.18. Now, the data hub. So as you can see, the attacking side is pretty nice. 3.03 points per game is fantastic. No question about it. The attacking is just there. Now the defensive pieces. This is where it seems to be lacking a little bit. 1.18 conceded is fine for Aston Villa, but Liverpool usually get below 1. So if we look at overall the general performance, we saw the goals per game, 1.18 conceded, 1.24 XG against. Definitely the defense is where it's lacking. Aston Villa really showing very similar marks. 2.5 goals per game is very respectable. However, when you get to the defensive pieces, yeah, that's not really showing all that great. They've got some great possession in there, but overall, I mean, again, 2.5 is nice. 1.42 conceded is a bit high. 1.47 XG against, yeah. Premier League stats, Liverpool with 2.08 points per game, Aston Villa with 1.089, sorry. Most goals, Liverpool with 115, 95 for Aston Villa. I mean, those two are very nice for sitting right at the top. Few shots against, Liverpool with 324, Villa with 394. Most possession, 55% down to 54 for Villa. Most dribbles made, Liverpool making the list with 653, and most shots for 1 and 2, 737 for Liverpool, 592 for Aston Villa. But a little more suspense on this one. Where did Ipswich Town fall? Well, this tactic must be made for this type of team. They came in first, 107 points. Nicely done above Leicester. 144 goals. Pretty nice. And I've got to say, they had a very nice run in the domestic cups. Carabao Cup quarterfinals 1-2. You do lose out to Tottenham, but you do beat Hull, Newcastle, Brentford, and you get to the FA Cup quarterfinals. 1-6 loss, though, to Arsenal. That hurts. You do beat Tottenham along the way. So overall, for Ipswich Town, this is a pretty phenomenal season, no question. Squad-wise, they've got some green. Yeah, you're not expecting much usually from this team, but 34 goals for Hurst, very well done. 23 for Connor Chaplin, 20 assists for Harry Clark, Fabian Reeder with 15. I'm going to assume, yeah, I don't see Leif Davis anywhere, but average rating, Harry Clark with a 7.27. Championship stats 2.33 points per game in first. Most goals in first, of course, with 144, 40 above Norwich. That's insane. Fewest shots against, though. Third place, 366. Most possession in sixth with 54%, and most shots for in first with 810. So the tactic itself. We start out with a sweeper keeper in defend, fullbacks on the left and the right in attack, ball playing defenders in the central spots, a DM in support, and then a CM in support. Inside forward on the left in support, on the right in attack, pressing forward in support, and then an advance forward in attack. Attacking mentality, in possession, attacking with his narrow, approach plays pass into space, focus played on the left and the right, passing directness is shorter, tempo is higher, low crosses and run at defense. In transition, counter press, counter, distribute quickly and roll it out. And out of possession, a high press line of engagement, a much higher defensive line, trigger press much more often, prevent short goalkeeper distribution, get stuck in, step up more, and invite crosses. So overall, how did this one work for our three teams? I mean, Ipswich Town doing a fantastic job, no question about it. I mean, you still have room to play and get a little more points and goals in there, so definitely worth the look. But Liverpool and Aston Villa, now there's an issue. They're not bad. They're a little bit down in the average. I mean, average for Liverpool is about 83, 84 points. They're down only to 79. And if you took control of this, you could easily get to probably second place at least, if not more. Man City, there's still plenty of room for losses that you can give them. But overall, it just didn't seem to work all that well. The defensive pieces really kind of let the teams down. I think you could definitely do better. Try and shore up, the defensive pieces a little bit more. Aston Villa could use a few better players in those positions, but see where you can kind of close it down and give them shouting instructions if that works. There is some wiggle room that you can kind of look at and see where to kind of shore it up. But in this case, it wasn't a bad tactic for this save. And again, one save is completely different from another, but here it wasn't bad. I think it definitely could have been a little better though. But that's it for me, Sevian FM, for the Football Manager blog channel, saying thank you as always for watching. Take care and enjoy.